The World Cube Association has 17 different events, ranging from the classic 3x3 to the square 1. While there may only be 17 different events, there are possibly hundreds or thousands of different cubes you could choose from. But which ones are my favorites, and which ones do I personally use for the events I compete in? Well, today we're going to be looking at those cubes. Alright, here we are at the desk where we're going to be reviewing the cubes, but first we need to get the cubes real fast, so yeah, here are the cubes we'll be talking about, and the first thing we'll be talking about is 2x2. Alright, for 2x2, I main the GAN 251M Leap. However, I don't know where it is, so in the meantime, I'm using a Weipo WRS, which is my backup main. It's overall a fast 2x2, and it's pretty stable, but it fits my turning style. It's a pretty good option. It does the job until I get my next 251. Okay, so for my favorite event, I've mained for the longest time the MGC 4x4, but recently I actually swapped it out for the Moyu Aosu WRM, and I set it up with the Angstrom setup. This creates a fast and controlled feel to the cube, and I've been getting a lot of great averages on this cube recently, like a 48 average, and overall this cube's like really good, as fast outer layers and fast inner layers, and it fits my turning style really well, and I can do my algorithms really fast. Plus we got the Evan logo, chocolate cubing I think. Just makes this a great 4x4 overall, and yeah, that's 4x4 for me. Okay, next up is 5x5. So 5x5 has to be one of my favorite events with me getting a lot of sub 145 averages at home. And I've been using the MGC 5x5 with the Angstrom setup as well. This creates a fast and controlled feel like the 4x4, and I've been getting a lot of good averages in competition as well. And I'm hoping my main goal for 5x5 this year is to qualify for 5x5 at North American Championships, which means a sub 1 minute 40 average. But overall, this 5x5 is pretty good. MGC 5x5, it's controllable, but I kind of need that because I'm not super accurate on 5x5. So yeah, MGC 5x5 is my main for 2024. Alright, next up we have 6x6 and 7x7. So we're going to start off with 6x6. I've mained the Moyu Aoshi WRM for 6x6, and I've been getting a lot of 3 minute 40 averages on 6x6. And real fast, this setup is obviously, can you guess it? Angstrom. Now, this cube is just like really fast, and it's a bit loose because I just got it, but overall it's just the best 6x6 on the market. There's no debate, and overall I think this is a great cube. My single right now is like 3 minutes 10 seconds, so yeah, great 6x6. And now for 7x7, I've been maining the Moyu Aofu WRM. I've mained both of these cubes for the longest time as well, but the Aofu is set up with, once again, Angstrom, because it creates a fast feel, and I really like that on big cubes. And I've also been getting a lot of low 5 minute and 40 averages on 7x7, so yeah, overall, great 7x7 and amazing 6x6, and highly recommend these. Even if you aren't super into big cubes, I recommend getting these because your times are going to get better, most likely. We have Square 1. Now, for Square 1 is an event I've been practicing a lot recently. I used to be getting times in the 40-second to 1 minute 30 range.
Oh, that's alright. Oh, it wasn't.
But recently I got my main, the MTC Square 1 setup by Lime Cubing, and this setup helped motivate me to actually practice Square 1 because it's better than before, and I've been averaging low 30s nowadays. Overall, this cube, it's not a cube, is pretty good and deserves the top spot when it comes to Square 1 main. Most world record holders use this as well, and overall just a great Square 1. Pyraminx has been very interesting lately. Currently, I'm using the Weilong Maglev. If you're wondering why I don't use the Weilong Standard, it's because this happened to mine. The reason I don't want to fix it is because it's funny, but I don't even care too much about Pyraminx. That's why I haven't fixed this, but I have the tip mod, but I kind of messed up the tips, like it's super slow. So, right now the Weilong Pyraminx is my current main. I actually kind of like it better than the Standard also, because it gives me a little bit more speed, but this one's set up to be a moderate speed. It just feels kind of easier for me to control. I don't really practice Pyraminx, but I guess I average like 8-7 seconds with good singles every now and then. And yeah, don't really practice Pyraminx, but I do main the Maglev. Megaminx. Megaminx is a fun event for me, especially since I got the Dian Megaminx Pro. But the only problem with it is that I'm just bad at Mega, like really bad. I've been looking to improve, but I'd rather practice something like 6x6 or 7x7. Alright, now we're on to Scube. So Scube has been an event I haven't really been a big fan of for a little while, until recently when I set up this GAN Scube. I am currently using it because it's just like the best one on the market and has been able to tolerate my terrible and sloppy turning. This is once again set up with the Angstrom setup with a bit of Mystic, and I've been getting 6-second and 7-second averages at home. It is that event that always ends up clutching the PR streak, so I've decided to start practicing again because of this. And overall, it's really flexible. It's kind of new, which is why I can't really hold on to it, but I have been getting better. Like, I learned kind of a series of advanced case. I don't really know if this is actually, but yeah, GAN Scube, and this is the best one in the market. So if you're looking for a good Scube, get the GAN Scube. Next up is Colorado's favorite event, Clock. Clock is an event where you could already guess my main. It's of course the G-Clock, the best and really the only acceptable options nowadays, especially in Colorado where everyone's crazy at clock. There isn't really anything special about this clock except for that it has inserts that make it look better, and I recommend getting some from the link in the description. This is not sponsored, I just want to mention the inserts because they're really high quality, and they're designed around it. I guess they kind of tension it, sort of, like just make it a bit tighter, but yeah, G-Clock, I average like 12 seconds now with several sub-10s. That's done for Colorado's favorite event. Okay, second to last event of the day, we got OH, and I'm making the Dian Guhong 55mm, and this is the maglev version too. This cube is basically perfect out of the box for one-handed. Light magnets, fast, and it's easy to turn, and it's basically the perfect size for me. The reason I don't main the 54mm version is because I have quite big hands. The 54mm is just too small for me. With this cube here, I've been getting a lot of 24-second averages in competition, and I also have a 21 average at home. As I mentioned, there's no setup for this cube here, but I did tighten the compression by one click. Don't think it's really possible to see it there, but I did tighten it one click, and yeah, just perfect OH main. It's obviously great for two-handed, but it's not main material for two-handed. Excellent cube, and it's really easy to control, and I've been more likely to table abuse because I actually practice it now because of this cube. So yeah, Dian Guhong 55mm maglev. Alright, it's 3x3 time. So 3x3, this one's going to be long. About a year and a half ago, I was maining the GAN 12 maglev. Then I switched over to the Tornado V3, and then I switched back to the GAN 12 maglev. However, this one's kind of destroyed from a dust storm because dust got inside of it and scratched up the internals. But then after that, I made the Weilong V9 Special Edition, which you probably saw me unbox at my Nationals vlog. If you haven't, I recommend watching that video. Yeah, this cube has been really good, but something about my 3x3 mains have just been kind of off until recently. I bought the GTS3M, and this is the perfect cube for me. I've gotten an 11 average at home with this cube, even an 8.7 single at home. This cube is set up with the Angstrom setup once again, because it makes it fast but also easy to control. It's a little flexible, but not really a problem, and it basically just doesn't corner twist at all. So this is my perfect 3x3, and the feel of it, it's flexible but easy to control with, once again, no chance of corner twist. If you want a setup tutorial, let me know down in the comments, and I'd love to hear from you. But we're going to do one solve on this cube. Yeah, I'll put the timer on the screen, and this is like my first solve of the day, so don't expect to be great, but 3, 2, 1. I don't even know where that cross piece went. And F-firm to finish it off, and that felt like about 13-14 seconds, but we also have the Jacob Noakes logo, which gives us an instant buff and better times guaranteed. Definitely no skill involved at all. Okay, so this concludes my main cubes going to 2024. If you'd like to let me know what your main cubes are are, just tell me in the comments, and let me know what you think of my mains, and if you have any suggestions for me. And overall, this has been a fun video to make, and sorry about no uploads, but hopefully I'll be able to upload more. And yeah, thanks for watching. Something broke. Just kidding.